The main event of UFC 300 is this Saturday. It is a big fight that I know on a media announcement we weren't too amazed by it, as could just be a regular UFC headline, and it was promoted as this reveal is going to blow your mind, and this is a fight that we all knew was going to happen because it was promised that Jamahal Hill would be getting the next title shot when he came back, and it's around the time he'd be coming back. But this fight does have a lot of narratives to it that I think are decently intriguing. Jamahal Hill, former champion, he won the vacant title against former champion Glover Teixeira after Yuri Prochazka had to pull out due to a horrible shoulder injury. But then Jamahal Hill had to vacate his title because he, I believe, ruptured his Achilles tendon, which is a brutal injury as well. That's just not something that you can just recover from easily. He chose to also vacate his title, and then Alex Pereira comes back and beats Yuri Prochazka, who was also coming back, to win the title. And now it's Jamahal Hill's turn to possibly win back his title. I think that's interesting. Then you also have the narrative of Jamahal Hill beat Alex Pereira's coach, Glover Teixeira, in his last fight for the title. There's a lot of stuff, and has Jamahal Hill recovered fully for this fight? Does Alex Pereira have enough experience to deal with a boxer as good as Jamahal Hill? There's so many different factors in this fight that make it intriguing. People are kind of split on who they think are going to win. I'm very, very excited for this fight, and I'm going with Alex Pereira. That's just me. I have to go with him. There's a lot of factors to that. I don't think Jamahal Hill has recovered fully from that Achilles tendon rupture. I just don't think it's enough time. I think someone said it was 6 or 7 months ago is when the injury happened. So that's not a lot of time to recover from it. So that's just going to be an issue for his mobility and stuff like that. He is, despite how good of a performance he had against Glover Teixeira was in his 40s. And it's not like Jamahal Hill was not showing flaws or weaknesses in that fight. The way he throws punches of that, he will have his chin high up, just weird form, awkward, that, to me at least, while watching that, kind of showed, I'm like, okay, well, that's one reason why he's not getting a KO over Glover Teixeira, as well as Glover Teixeira being a tough motherfucker that is just built different, even in his 40s. But just weird, awkward positioning for throwing strikes. His Superman punches were just elongated, giving off no power, and honestly just kind of wasting his energy. He threw all his hooks with just all of his power, no setup, just kind of leaping at it, chin up everywhere. So if Glover Teixeira, who is nowhere near as good of a striker, as fast as one as Alex Pereira, can tag Jamahal Hill with hooks from that, for just basic jabs and hooks, I think Alex Pereira can do that as well. Alex Pereira has great low kicks. He doesn't need setup for them, but that obviously means that they won't be as powerful. But here's the thing, he just keeps throwing those. He doesn't need a lot of them, even without the setup. He can just throw them out there, and it will get Jamahal Hill thinking about his leg. He might switch stances, because I know he's known to do that. It doesn't really matter, because Alex Pereira can do that as well. He can handle that. He's done it against Israel Adesanya, who I think is a better striker. I think if you think Jamahal Hill's a better striker, what are you doing? But you get this idea. There's just so many factors in this fight as well. Glover Teixeira went 5 rounds with Jamahal Hill. He knows how he fights, and he's the coach of Alex Pereira. The same thing that happened in the Yuri Prochazka fight, the Jan Blachowicz fight. It's a known thing that's been happening in these fights, and that's always a narrative that happens, is okay, how good can Glover coach Alex Pereira in this fight to get up a game plan based on experiences fighting them. So I think that there's going to be Alex Pereira winning this fight. I honestly see, but I also don't think Jamahal Hill's just going to go out without a fight. I'm seeing a third or fourth round KO from Alex Pereira, honestly. I'm gonna go a fourth round KO because I think in the first round we're gonna see Alex Pereira kind of realize, oh, I can take this guy's shots, because people are saying like he's got or Jamal Hill's got all this like one punch KO power, which he does hit hard. Obviously, you don't get to the state that the KOs that Jamal Hill has, like the number of them, without having some power behind that. He has some good wins here and there. His last KO he got was against probably his best one was Thiago Santos, who doesn't really get, finished like that. So, that one aged well. But he had to fight for that one. I believe it was a fourth round and was a decently competitive fight. I do remember thinking Jamal Hill was winning the fight. Like, I don't think it was, like, that close. But it was competitive, which was not a good sign. He couldn't KO Glover. He KOs Johnny Walker, who hasn't at this point. Like, the dude's got a horrible chin. Jimmy Crute, not the best either in the situation of that. Couldn't beat Paul Craig. Got his arm snapped in that one. I just can't see this being a situation where we see Alex Pereira gets chinned by Jamal Hill. I see it the other way around. He used all his power and finds out he can't KO Alex Pereira, and just from there, Alex Pereira just starts to weaken him and then just finish him with strikes in the fourth round. So I'm going to go fourth round KO. He drops him and then follows up with strikes enough that the ref pulls him off of there. Alex Pereira defends his title, rides off in the sunset. Not really, though. But that's my prediction for UFC 300 main event. Bye.